In this video, we are going to solving LeetCode 1975 maximum matrix sum. So first, let's quickly go through the problem statement and highlight some key points in here. You are given an NN integer matrix. You can do the following operations any number of times to any two adjacent elements of matrix and multiply each of them by -1. Two elements are considered adjacent if and only if they share a border. Your goal is to maximize summations of the matrix element, return the maximum sum of the matrix element using the operation mentioned above. So let me take a note in here. So we are given an NN matrix. And then we're going to have, just only one operation is multiply two adjacent elements in matrix with -1. And our goal in here is to, maximize the sum of matrix elements with above operation. So now we're going to try to analyze our example in here. Let's say we have example 1 and our matrix is 2, 2 with 2 rows and 2 columns. So you can see that the first operation we did with this matrix is multiply the first row with -1. So this one will become -1 and this one will become 1. Okay, and the second operation we're going to do is, multiply the first column by -1. Then these two will become 1, 1. And then we're going to return 4 because the 4 is the maximum sum of all elements using the above operation. And then we're going to move to example 2. We're going to have the matrix is 3, 3 with 3 rows and 3 columns. And the first rows is 1, 2, 3. The second row is -1, -2, and -3. And the third row is 1, 2, 3. Because we want to, try to maximize number of, try to maximize sum of all elements in this matrix. So you can see that we're going to, we're going to try to convert all 3 negative numbers become positive. But actually, because we just allow to, multiply -1 with two adjacent number. So in here, the first, we're going to choose -1 and -3. So now it's going to become 2 and 3. And then we have a -1 left. And we realize that with -1, we cannot, multiply this and try to maximize the sum of all elements. So we're going to keep -1 in here, and then our result gonna be sum of all these is 16. So after analyze these two examples in here, we can have something like that. So if we can see that if we have two adjacents, if we have two adjacent numbers are negative, then we can flip them become positive. So you can see in here we have a -2 and -3. Then we can flip both of them become positive. You can see in here. And then we can see that if we have two adjacent numbers are positive, two adjacent number, one positive, one negative, then we can, now we can just move the, negative sign around. So let's use this and try to analyze the first example again. You can see that if we have we have a two adjacent number we have a two adjacents in here. You can see 1 and -1 and 1 and -1. Both of them are the adjacents of one is gonna be 1 positive and 1 negative. And if we apply the operations, we can move the sign around. So now you can see that this one, after apply the operations, we can make this one become 1, and then the element back will be -1. So we can move the sign, a negative sign around. Okay, and then if two equations are both negative, then we can flip both of them become positive. Okay, so you can see this in here is that if even now you can see that if both of them are different places, but because applying applying first is going to apply the first rule, and then is going to apply the second rule with the same operation, then it will always make these two numbers become positive. Okay, then so it means we're going to have even number of even number of negative elements in matrix. So if we found not even number of negative elements in the matrix, so then we always can flip all of them become positive. Okay, and you can see in the second example we have we have odd number. If we find odd number of negative elements in matrix, then we can now you can see that we can flip all the even number. Let's say in here we have three number of negative numbers, then we can flip two numbers become positive, but we will have one left, because if we have two adjacent number is one positive and one negative, so the negative side just can be moved around. So we can, if we will just have an odd number of negative elements in the matrix, so then we can just left a after apply operations, then we can just we will left a number is negative. Okay, for example, in here we have choose to flip the -1 and -3 first and make this positive, and we left -1 because we want to try to maximize number of we want to try to maximize some of number of elements in the matrix. So we are gonna be take the -1 in here and keep this in here. So we always have left a number is negative in here. So now let's try to jump into code implementation. So first I'm going to go through all of the element in the matrix and found the negative numbers. So let's say I'm going to have n could be length of matrix, and then go through each element in the matrix, I in range n, and for j in range n. Okay, and let's say I want to have a value of the matrix elements is matrix I in j. Let's say in here I'm going to create a variable is to count negative number, negative could be equal 0, and if var is less than 0, then we're going to count negative plus equal 1. And then I also want to sum the I also want to return the sum of that element of the matrix. So I'm going to have the sum in here. Let's say I'm going to have the sum abs gonna be equal 0, and in here I'm going to have sum gonna be sum abs gonna be equal plus and plus and equal matrix ABS and var. Okay, the reason because of that, I just want to count all of them is ABS. And if I found numbers of elements is even, then I just need to return that sum. And if not, I'm going to minus the left part that I cannot convert to positive numbers. So in here we're going to have the some ABS and var. And then in here I because I also want to, if let's say if count negative mode 2 not equal 0, so that means this one is we have odd number of negative elements in the matrix. So then for now we need to minus the left numbers that we cannot convert to positive. So in here because we want to maximize the number of the sum, then we need to find the minimum number in the current matrix. So let's say in here I'm going to have mean ABS. So this one will be infinite. Okay, and then I'm going to have mean ABS gonna be equal mean in mean ABS, and we're going to have ABS var. Okay, and if the count negatives not is odd number, so then we're going to have some ABS minus and equal to multiply with mean ABS. Okay, the reason that we need to multiply with two mean ABS because we already sum the mean ABS in the sum already. Okay, you can see we already summed the mean ABS in here. Then after then, if we found if we found negative numbers are odd number, then we need to minus the previous sum we already sum in here, and the one that we need to minus as the usual element is here. So that's the reason why we need to multiply with 2 in this case. Okay, and finally now we're going to return the result. Return ABS, sum of ABS. Okay, so this one, the time complexity and space complexities will be O, because we go through each element in the matrix. So the elements that gonna be n multiply and n are n power 2. Okay, because we have in here the matrix we have a n and n integer, so basically it's n squared. And the space complexity in here, I not create any more extra n elements. We just have some variables in here, a normal variable in here. Then the space is gonna be O1. Okay, and that's it. So thanks for listening, and this is LeetCode 1975 maximum matrix sum. And then bye.